The Bay Area sports fan right now. The A's are done. The Giants are done. We did watch MLB playoffs. How about the Padres ousting the New York Mets? That was pretty cool.
Why did I take solace in the Mets losing? I know. I'll let you continue.
I just don't care about New York City.
I hate the Mets.
So
somewhere Greeny lost all of his wings.
Yeah. The Mets lost.
I hate the Mets.
The Cardinals lost. How about the Philadelphia Phillies? How about that?
How about Bryce Harper?
Looks good. Been good in orange and black. Get Cleveland beating Tampa Bay, 15 innings, 1-0.
That was fun.
The Mariners coming back from 6-0 against the Blue Jays, Craig Max Mariners. Now, you're about to get smoked by Dusty's boys, the Houston Astros, but it is what it is. Good story for Seattle. The Bay Area sports fan right now. Are they excited over the win against the Carolina Panthers? Or is the Bay Area sports fan still stuck on this Draymond Green situation? Because we heard from Draymond Green on Saturday. He's not with the team.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole is. We heard Looney say, hey, Draymond has to earn his trust. He has to earn our trust back. When you have Looney saying he has to earn our trust back. Steve Kerr saying, yeah, he has to earn our trust back. It feels like the Bay Area sports fan right now, yeah, we want to celebrate the Niners win. But on the other side, you have this big story looming to where we don't know what's going to happen with Draymond. We have no idea if Poole's going to sign an extension. We have no idea if Draymond's going to be there for ring night. Yeah. There's just this dark cloud looming right now over the Golden State Warriors that is on the top of mind for Bay Area sports fans.
It's a weird, conflicting sports Monday. Because the other part of that be that you haven't even acknowledged, I've never felt better about the young players for the Warriors.
I know.
Like, I'm looking at the roster that they've put together with DiVincenzo and JaMychal Green and Patrick Baldwin Jr. and Wiseman and Kuminga and Moody, and I'm like, damn! Well, they're loaded!
This is a great tweet from 650 Comcast Business Text Line. Have we had a normal victory Monday yet? Every game has had a major injury happen, and you can't keep that up.
What was the major injury of the Monday night game?
Well, didn't Al Shire get hurt in that game?
Okay. Yeah, that's true. No, you're right.
And then we had a victory Tuesday, not a Monday.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. So we only had
the Seattle game. Yeah. So the Seattle game, you get Trey Lance being hurt.
But I think all can be true. Like right now, I've got my mind a little bit on Draymond Green and what is Jordan Poole going to say? Where's he at on this? And then the other side of it is like, damn, look at my Niners.
Well, the Niners
because the Niners look like the best team in the NFC West today. Things can change as we move forward, but today I wake up, even with all the injuries, and I say, they're not losing right now. They're not losing to those teams.
The only drama left in the NFC West is the Niners injuries and the return of DeAndre Hopkins for Arizona. Because the Rams, to me, I know I said last year they were shot. This team is different.
Can you just don't do that?
I wasn't going to do that, but they scored 10 points yesterday. Their offensive line can't block anybody, and their special teams stink.
The 7 of those points was like all Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. Well, the desperation I see in the Rams, they were going for fake punts in the second quarter.
Did you see that, Johnny Hecker?
It wasn't even Johnny Decker. It was a new guy.
Oh, I thought it was Hecker.
It was Quinn. No, Decker's gone. Hecker is
whatever.
gone.
He threw it to the gun guy or whatever they called the safety net dude. I couldn't believe that play.
Caton guy who yells at Caton's out on the punt team.
Yeah. There you go. I was trying to think what his name was.
Green.
I don't even know what his position is.
So, who's the punter for the Rams? Now I got to look this up. But the Rams, they look like a mess. Seattle, a lot of offense. A lot of offense with Gino. Gino looks good. He's throwing the ball around, but defensively they can't stop anybody. Their punter name is Riley Dixon.
Oh,
Riley Dixon.
We saved the show.
Yeah, well, not Hecker. I
saw a Hecker jersey in the tailgate parking lot.
So anyway, how are we feeling about the Niners? How are we feeling about the Golden State Warriors?
How are you feeling about the Niners?
I feel really good. The Mosley injury stinks.
Yeah.
Because his defense was coming together, and I felt so good about the secondary. He had 2 lockdown corners. Now I have to worry about Jason Verrett and his injury history. And then after that is Diamador Lenore, who's been playing really good in the slot. But now you put him outside. Now you're guarding big boys.
I know.
Right? Now you're guarding DKs under Tyler Lockett.
Maybe Womack can slide inside.
Maybe. Maybe it's Ambry Thomas. Maybe it's Dante Johnson.
Yeah, maybe. It might be Dante Johnson. I was going to take it this way. I actually feel the best I felt about Jimmy Garoppolo in a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like Jimmy's trending in the right direction.
Well, Jimmy played.
He might have a bad game coming forward. He probably will. I mean, every quarterback has a couple of good ones and maybe sprinkle in some bad ones. Even the great guys. Like Aaron Rodgers looks terrible right now.
Yeah.
He looks terrible.
Our boy King Shannon. What up, King Shannon? Nah, Bonte, the Rams look worse than what you said last year. Firepower ain't the same. And by the way, breaking news in Carolina. Breaking news.
Matt Rule gone.
Fired.
Is he?
Gone.
That's
Just like
official?
that. That's official. Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, gone. Just like that. 11-27 during his 3 seasons in Carolina. He leaves with 4 years left on a 7-year contract. So
he had a 7-year deal?
7-year deal.
Get me his agent right now so I can negotiate with Naheem.
Well, guess what?
Oh, my God. A 7-year deal?
Guess what, though?
He looked clueless on the sideline.
He'll be back in college football.
And he'll probably be good.
He'll get a Power 5 job.
Yeah, but okay.
Somewhere.
College is college. This
College
is the NFL.
is college. Yeah, he's done.
I mean, he went Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. Get out of here.
Had no choice. They couldn't get Jimmy. Had no choice.
Well,
had no choice.
You know what? Jimmy, to his credit, probably looked around and was like, I don't want to play on a team like Carolina.
Nah.
I'm just using them as an example because look at the team he's on now with the play calling. It feels like him and Kyle are in a good spot. He's got playmakers galore. Yes, there's some injuries and stuff. Great defense, giving him great field position.
His decision-making yesterday was just, I see why he's
it was the best he's
fired.
played in a long time.
I mean, no, but Matt Rule, I'm looking at Matt Rule and his decision-making.
Well, he sucks.
It was just awful. So Steve Wilkes will take over the Carolina job.
Well, it was 4th and 1 early in that game, and I know why you wouldn't go for it because you're trying to keep the game close. But this is what I said whenever it was like Chip Kelly or Tom Sula. If I'm coaching a team and I know I'm on the way out the door, all right, dude, what do you have to lose? Go for it, man. It's the same. Shanahan does this too. It drives me nuts. This is the one area Shanahan is going to give me gray hairs on just this one. It gets to about the 45 to the 38. They cross fit midfield, and they're somewhere in that zone, and it's 4th and short. It could be 4th and 3, 4th and 2, 4th and 1, and he does this. I hate this. Let's go to the line, and let's hut. Let's 15 guys are going to move, and then what do they always do? They take a penalty, and then they punt it back. Now, I know you got an elite defense, but come on, just once. Can you be aggressive?
Aggressive. Didn't have to do that yesterday.
No.
Didn't have to do that yesterday because Carolina's offense was that bad.
But doesn't it feel like that's their Bermuda Triangle zone?
What? Yeah, but today's not a day to nitpick.
No, I know. I'm just saying overall body of work.
It's a 37-15 win on the road. On the road against a tough defense. Get all those Niner fans out there. You dropped 37, probably should have dropped 50. That's how dominant this win was for the 49ers. Jimmy looked good. He's trending up. Kittle looked good. Trending up. Jeff Wilson Jr. looked damn good.
He looked great.
Trending up.
Looked great.
Debo, 2 catches, whatever. I can live with that.
Jennings looked great.
Threw up 37 points, and Debo did nothing yesterday. Okay? Did nothing. 37 points. So today's not a day to nitpick. The defense looks good. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the injuries. That's a concern, no doubt about it. But going into Atlanta with a chance to be 4-2 after 6, that's big time. Let's go to Dave in Fresno. Dave, what's happening? You're on the roast. What's going on? Oh, wait.
Good morning,
There we go, Dave. I got you.
Good morning.
What's up?
Good morning. Yes, it is Victory Monday. Now, I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad they won. Defense looked good. No nitpicking. Usually when I call, I'm always Mr. Negative, but all I'm going to say is big picture. Big picture. We're looking at big picture, playoff, Super Bowl. Obviously, the offense going to be a little more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, he's always going to be the key. He needs to be a little more consistent. He did play better yesterday. But honestly, yesterday, how he played last week, it's pretty much been the same. It's usually get the ball out quick.
Oh, man, Dave hung up on us. Let's go to Rolando in Napa. Rolando, what's happening? You're on the roast.
We're on fire.
All right.
We're like Paul Hackett right now calling plays for Russell Wilson.
Nathaniel Hackett. CJ in American Canyon. Yeah, that's his dad. CJ, let's see if CJ's there. Go once, go twice. CJ, you there?
I'm there, Bob.
American Canyon.
Hey,
American Canyon has reception. There we go.
We'd be a Hall of Famer in baseball.
What's up, guys? Victory Monday, indeed. I'm going to hold on to this dub all week long. I think that with the injuries that piled up yesterday, I'm thankful we got the Falcons coming up. I like what you guys said about resting Bosa maybe for the next few weeks. I believe it's his groin. And that's always a touch injury. I saw that on the first play yesterday. It could be wrong that Jimmy Ward went out with
one play.
Hand.
Yeah, he broke his hand.
So
we don't know if he can play.
That's really disappointing. Yeah, he's the leader on the team. Mosley is up and coming, one of the best up and coming backs in this league. He's really contributed to the defense. I think moving forward, it's going to be tough, and you guys are going to have to step up, like Shanahan said after the game yesterday. But I think we can do it as long as Jimmy does what he did yesterday, keeps moving forward, and doesn't do what he did against the Broncos. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, they're going to need, I mean, obviously, there's going to be stiffer opponents, and they're going to need their defense to find a way to overcome all of these injuries. But if Jimmy plays that way and he gets the ball out and he doesn't take bad sacks, like that's the Jimmy that we wanted. This is the Jimmy when he's rolling. That's what you're going to get. Great run game, him spreading the ball around. I loved it.
It's a week-to-week league. Injuries can derail everything.
For sure.
But let's just say, hypothetically, they get Trent Williams back, Elijah Mitchell back, Al-Shaair back, you get Robbie Gould back, you get Nick Bosa back.
They're the favorites in the NFC.
I'm looking at the schedule here. Kansas City, tough game. Chargers, tough game, but beatable.
I think we could take them.
Yeah, no Joey Bosa for the next month and a half.
Yeah.
All right, they gave up 20. Cleveland should have won the football game. Well, we always say that about Cleveland. New Orleans.
It's so true.
New Orleans.
New Orleans does not scare anyone.
All right. Miami.
Although Taysom Hill.
Miami now?
They look totally different. And Tyreek Hill's in a walking boot.
And Teddy Bridgewater just had a concussion.
Yeah,
so Miami all of a sudden, that doesn't look so daunting, right? Because they don't have a quarterback to get playmakers the ball, although Mostert's starting to run hard.
I do love Mostert.
Tampa Bay? It's a flaw Tampa Bay Buccaneers team.
How'd they let the Falcons back into that one?
Well, they called the damn roughing the passer penalty on Grady Jarrett.
I'm
it's
talking about leading up to that. They were up big.
Their offense is struggling.
It is.
And
it's Mike Evans.
So it's Mike Evans or bust. Their running game's not consistent. I don't believe they can run the ball against the 49ers. Yeah. And Brady can be hit. Now, that roughing the passer penalty, one of the worst I've ever seen. That was terrible.
It was a tackle.
Did Arthur Smith do anything to get fined yesterday? That's a game you take a fine. Take a fine.
Am I the only one that saw Brady kick his leg up too as he was getting up?
Dude,
the whole thing was very suspect. No, Brady.
It was suspect on the referees for giving him that call.
No, it was a terrible call.
That was a terrible call.
There's no defending that.
All right. So then you get Seattle, Washington, Vegas, and there. All I'm saying is the schedule stacks up very, very well for the 49ers. This could be a double-digit win season if they don't beat themselves. Again, 12 of 24 on third down the last 2 weeks. Money downs. You're 50% on money downs the last 2 weeks. What does that mean? That means Jimmy's making throws, and he's getting the ball to the playmakers to make plays happen on third down to extend drives. That's all we want. No turnovers. I'm not even going to count the no throws because everybody throws no throws.
Yeah.
Everybody around the league throws no throws. That's a big-time win. Big-time win for the 49ers. Let's go back out to the calls.
And every playmaker's feeling good this morning.
Feeling very good.
How about that IU 2-point conversion catch in traffic?
I love that, even though it didn't count.
Oh, they
called holding. Yeah, they called holding in the river. Called holding. Right. Anyway, I don't know why Carolina wore white, by the way.
Well, because I guess it was hot.
Where are you all black? It's 4 o'clock out there in Charlotte.
Well,
come on.
I thought it was a pretty cool look. I thought the jerseys look good. I'm more mad at the turf. Like, what are we doing? Get grass out here.
Yeah, grass should be in every single stadium. Let's go to Rolando back in Napa. Rolando, what's up, man? You're on the roast. You're on a Victory Monday.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm a big fan of your show, guys. Calling from Napa, and I want to talk about my big Niners win. And now that you guys broke the news that Matt Rule was just fired, John Lynch, get on the phone. I really want Christian McCaffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right now. Ooh. And this is the move that's going to take us over. And Matt Rule, be gone. And next up, guys, mark my words, we're gonna stomp on Cliff Kingsbury. He's the next one to go this year.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that too.
Well, the McCaffrey thing, it's so obvious. He's a star. Like, just an absolute star. I know, running backs. You don't trade for running backs. You don't pay running backs. That guy ain't a running back. That dude is Wes Welker meets Marshall Faulk meets any running. Like, he is a stud. You can line him up at receiver in the slot. You can play him out of the backfield. Him and Debo in the backfield. Him and Jeff Wilson Jr. in the backfield. That's the kind of guy who takes your offense to the next level.
And he's getting hit so much in Carolina because they don't have playmakers around him. Robbie Anderson just ain't that dude.
No, DJ Moore isn't either.
He's not that dude. They don't have a tight end.
No.
You put CMC in an offense with Ayuk, Kittle, Debo, and you get him in a passing game alongside Juszczyk and Jeff Wilson Jr., now you're cooking with hot grease.
And I would trade future draft picks to get him because he's that good.
Right away. I do it right now.
That's a Rams-like move you make in the middle of the season. Because right now, everybody's vulnerable. So right now, if I'm the Niners, I'm adding to what I've got, not sitting back.
It's something we talked about last week with the 49ers. We'll get right back out to the calls.
God, I would love Christian
We'll get right back out to the calls.
He would be so sick.
We'll get right back out to the calls. You like that, huh? You like that.
Did you see the way he was running? They did a 3rd and 6 gun run to him, and he just ran right through Greenlaw, Warner, and I'm like, no one does that.
We had the conversation last week. What would it take to trade for him? We had the conversation last week.
I'm giving up multiple second-rounders for him.
Listen, I do it all day. I do it all day.
They got
because
enough young players.
A year. This is the year, and I told you this, Shasky. This is the year in the NFC. The Rams got their Super Bowl.
Yes.
They got their Lombardi. The Niners have been so close to getting that Lombardi. I feel like this is the season. If we're going to go all in at the deadline, with all the injuries that's piling up, this is the season to go all in. I love the team now. I think they could play deep into January with the team as is, with Jimmy trending up and Jimmy looking good. But if you could just add another weapon or two. Oh, my gosh.
But
this thing is attainable, man.
Well, that's one of the things you want to see Debo play a little more wide receiver.
Right.
If you get somebody like CMC out there, think of the formation diversity you can do.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
you imagine a 3-by-1 formation with Debo, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and then Ayuk on the other side?
I'm sitting there watching him, and you know what I'm thinking to myself? The NFL needs him out of there. He would be one of the most marketable stars in the NFL if he played on a premier team, wouldn't he?
Yep. I love McCaffrey. We had the conversation last week leading up to the game saying, is there any way you could pry Christian McCaffrey from the Carolina Panthers? Because to me now, the first place 49ers, because they're first place in the NFC West. They're about to take this division over, and they're about to roll.
And they feel 2 or 3 games up on everyone. It feels that way.
I'm very confident that the Rams are going to be mediocre this year. Very confident.
It's a matter of time before Stafford's arm bows out.
Very confident the Niners. Arizona's a mess.
Yes.
They get started late. They start slow.
I'm still fearing them.
Well,
I know.
Because DeAndre Hopkins, we haven't seen it with Hopkins. And Hopkins and Hollywood Brown is a nasty combination.
What was Kyler doing at the end of that game?
Who knows? Kyler's always doing something.
Slid too early from the first and then had to spike the ball. Sorry. Yeah, it is why you have to do your homework.
What was that?
It was a homework shot at Kyler.
I don't like that. That's not funny.
It's funny. It is funny.
We don't do that to Jimmy. We do that to Kyler.
Yeah, but Jimmy's not sliding prematurely and then having to spike the ball on third down.
I was mad about
forcing your team to kick a field goal on fourth.
What I was about to get to was Kyler's suit. Going into the game.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Kyler's something else, man. But
it was like bell bottoms.
But DeAndre Hopkins is the one guy who bell bottoms are in now. Apparently, they're in. They've been in for a few years.
I'm going to let you know this right now.
Yeah, well, you got come on, Shasky.
I'm out on me wearing bell bottoms at any point moving forward.
I didn't say I wore bell bottoms.
If that's where fashion's going,
I didn't say I wore bell bottoms.
In the words of Matt
women, I bet you Robin knows. She knows the fashion
women
trends.
can wear bell bottoms.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Bell bottoms
I'm talking about me, Joe Shasky.
Hey, man,
I'm out.
You see these NBA players? They've been wearing bell bottoms like tough.
Hey,
bell
Robin.
bottoms are back. Robin, what's up?
Hey, you guys, I just had a visual of Shasky and Bell Bottoms. Do they call you Shasky on the dude on Scooby-Doo?
Yeah,
is that why?
That would actually, that's a good call.
Shaggy
That's a good call there, Robin. That's not bad.
Shasky.
My dad used to have really long hair, and he would wear the bell bottoms, but that was in the 70s.
You would look just like him if you had him. I would crack up. Oh, my God. I'm going to double dip here, you guys. First of all, real quick, because I'm on Skyline Boulevard, and I got to get to work in like 8 minutes. The deal is the two guys in the offensive line play, Banks and Moore.
Yeah.
Were they not getting off? Or is it because, just tell me, do you think they have a potential to do that against like an elite? Just because of Carolina, because they were blocking.
I thought they played really well, Robin.
Yeah. So I wanted to hear more from you guys on that. And then the last thing I want to say, guys, because I might lose you, I got to get this in there. Draymond Green is a wankster. You know what a wankster is? 50 Cent told you who a wankster is. He knows who to bully. He knows who not to mess with. He didn't mess with Tristan Thompson. I heard him and David West got into it. He's a straight-up wankster. I said it. Bye, you guys.
All right, Robin.
Interesting.
Offensive line is playing better.
Yes.
Listen. Offensive line plays like referees. If you leave a game not noticing the referees in the offensive line, that is a good thing.
I agree, but
you leave a game saying, that old Scott Foster, that old Mark Jackson,
well, Scott
Mark
Foster's
Davis, you know what I'm saying? That old Tim Donnie. Would you say, oh, man, Mike McGlinchey? We didn't mention Michael McGlinchey. Now, the pocket was getting muddled a bit.
But I thought
Jimmy stepped up in the pocket and delivered dimes in that pocket. So I love
And wouldn't you agree that there were holes, like gaping holes for Jeff Wilson Jr.?
The run game was spectacular.
I mean, big-time holes. And I'm imagining Elijah Mitchell with his speed. He's running for big-time chunk plays.
What I was getting at.
And Brunskill was in there, too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, no doubt.
They were like rotating Banks and Brunskill.
What I was getting at, Let Banks play. Banks has been solid.
Well, can Brunskill play center?
Maybe.
Brendel seems like, maybe I'm wrong here, but Brendel is the one who feels like the soft spot.
One thing I wanted to get to, though.
But he was good.
When it comes to Christian McCaffrey and maybe going all in at the deadline. Because now with Jimmy Garoppolo back in the saddle, and we don't have to rehash this, but as soon as Trey Lance got hurt, a lot of people thought Jimmy gave him the best chance to win a Super Bowl. Here's where my mind is now, as they beat the Panthers 37-15. And hopefully they can beat Atlanta. You go 2-0 on this road trip, you come back home and play Kansas City. And you look at the landscape in the NFC. Now look at how dominant this defense is. And you're getting reinforcements back. You won that game without Armstead, Kinlaw, Bosa didn't play in the second half. No Jimmy Ward, he played one play. And you go out there and handle business. This is a Super Bowl-type defense. So in my mind, as we get deeper into October and we move into November, Shasky, my mind is starting to go Operation Glendale.
Yeah.
Operation Super Bowl. What do I need to do to get ready for this postseason run with this football team? Because they're training up. They're getting better. You're now 3-2 after all the adversity over the last 8 weeks. All the adversity. It's now starting to become Operation Glendale. I'm starting to get there, Shasky.
Well, I'm with you on this. And it's really hard to envision one of these teams trading a wide receiver around the league because I do believe they could use another wide receiver. But this is a team that's not really going to throw the ball around a whole lot. So why not strengthen an already strength of the team in the run game and go get another running back who can also be a pass catcher?
I like that.
He is a dynamic. Think of the amount of pressure matching up when you get December and you get January and you got Debo and Christian McCaffrey on the field together.
Now, the contract is something else, and people are already pointing the contract out. Oh, that money's not good. Maybe you could restructure. I have no idea.
They got a lot of bad money on the team.
You know what?
Yeah, how's Armstead's contract looking?
Just give me the playmaker.
Exactly.
Stop worried about the pennies.
Guys, we've been saving pennies left and right.
Right.
The Rams beat you by 2 plays. It was like a couple of plays last year.
And they spend nothing but money.
And do you think they regret it?
Hell no.
No. So I want the Super Bowl. Like we all want it.